Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man, and we are back on Cherry Hills. And we were doing farming, of course. So let's take a look at what we've got. You know what? I always forget about these eggs. I got all these oh. Man. I kind of wish that that thing wasn't on the helicopter. I don't really use it. It's too hard to fly to be able to use accurately with... you know, with, what do you call it? Spraying? Fertilizing? Anyway, neither here nor there. I always forget about these eggs over here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so how many did we get? Let's take a look. Alrighty, eggs. Let's see. That's the weather. Gonna be cloudy tomorrow, but it doesn't show rain. Alright, eggs. Where would the eggs be? Right there, maybe. Prices, no. Chickens, there we go. Eggs in backpack, 214. Wow. Well, my God, how many chickens? I only have 100 chickens. They must lay a lot of eggs. Now, I'm curious to see what this is over here. Is this where I sell the eggs? Right here? So I don't have to wander around? Is that what that is? Or not? Okay, so it's not for selling eggs. What's it for? Interesting. I don't know what that's for. Huh. Selling grass? Is that what that's for? I don't know. So I'd have to go someplace to sell the eggs. I'll do that later, I guess. Let's see where we're at. I'm gonna get going here. I'm just kind of... It's early in the morning. I'm not awake yet. So we've got this guy doing field number 2. And I can't remember where I left off. So we'll find out in a minute. And I don't know why he was down in the weeds down there. This guy's on field number 1 doing potatoes. So we'll carry on with him. Let me back him up a little bit so he doesn't miss anything. And he doesn't have a course selected, so let's select one for him. Potatoes field 1. There we go. Let's hit it. Alrighty. There we go. Yesterday I did my first YouTube stream on Farming Simulator 2015. I don't know if you've seen it or not. If you're interested, it's posted on this YouTube page. I had not done streaming on YouTube before. I used to stream on Twitch, but not very much, and I wasn't very good at it. And as I've said many times, streaming kind of scares me. For more than one reason. I've only admitted to being scared because I'm afraid of being harassed. I don't know why. I can handle it. I just don't like it. But I don't know why people do that kind of thing. It's kind of like going out to have a beer and getting in a bar fight for no reason. I'm here to enjoy conversation with friends and have a bit. Now, I don't drink, but I occasionally have a drink. I have a drink, enjoy myself, and somebody wants to pick a fight because of no reason. You know, it's like, what's the point of that? Some people just like drama and conflict, I guess. But that's one reason. One of the other reasons is basically, you probably wouldn't know it, but I'm kind of shy. I used to stutter. I talked about this in the live stream when I was very, very, very young. You know, before too much into school, maybe 3rd or 4th, 5th grade, I stuttered, and I got over that. But sometimes when I get stressed or I'm tired, you'll notice that I kind of pause in my speech, in my speaking. It kind of falls back to that. When I'm stressed or I'm tired, I kind of fall back into a stuttering pattern, not stuttering, because I don't do that anymore. I mean, I'm talking about when I was a kid, it was like peel list if I wanted an orange peeled. It was really not very good, and I got over that. In a few years, I was over that. I didn't stutter like that anymore, but sometimes, like I say, when I get stressed or I'm tired, I'll kind of start pausing and searching for what to say, and, you know, kind of revert back into that a little bit, just a little bit. I kind of had to teach myself to get over it, because I had a couple of positions when I was working for the federal government. I had to go around and do speeches in front of 200-300 people several times a year. And so I kind of had to get over being shy and antisocial. Now, I wasn't antisocial. I was just I guess you would refer to it as a wallflower. If I went someplace where there was a group of people, you'd see me standing back by myself in the corner, just kind of watching, you know, not saying much to anybody. If somebody came up and talked to me, I'd certainly converse with them. And they wouldn't necessarily know that I was terribly shy, but I was. When I was young, if somebody was to come up and talk to me, I'd be staring at my shoes, and I couldn't look them in the eye. And I had to teach myself that. I had to get over that. Because of the positions I had at work, where I had to associate with people in a professional manner and be a person of authority in a lot of the cases, because I was in upper management most of my careers, and I had to teach myself, when you talk to somebody, you look them in the eye. And it was very hard for me, and I got over it. But anyway, so that's another reason why I'm a little bit scared of the live streaming. I'm afraid that I'll get out there under stress and I won't be able to think of what to say. Now, let's see. I was going to check the mixing stations. But anyway, you know, get over this. I did my first live stream last night on YouTube, and my first live stream for quite some time, and I really had a pretty good time. And so I'm going to probably be doing that again quite often. Let's see, let me get him going. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, keep an eye out, and I'll try to post times. It's hard for me to post a time, because I never know when I'm going to get interrupted at home. What's being... Oh my goodness. All right, let's stop him. How did that happen? I'm going to try to find a time where I can schedule... Yep, that got me up. I'm going to try to find a time where I can schedule and do a normal broadcast. You know, perhaps I can find an evening sometime where I know I'm not going to be interrupted. My wife keeps telling me I should put a lock on the door with a red light on it, so that the family knows when I'm recording. They know, they come in anyway. Boogers. But anyway, I'll have to try to find a time where I can schedule. But most of the time, I may be able to say I'm preparing for a broadcast and put up a little video that says, okay, I'm going to be broadcasting in the next hour or something. A lot of my time, I never know when I'm going to be able to. It's a little bit different. When I'm recording a video like this and I get interrupted because there's an important phone call, or one of the kids come running in for some reason, one of the family members, I can always just hit this pause button. And if there's anything, you know, that happens, I can always edit it out. So it's not too bad a thing. You can't do that when you're live streaming. Well, you could, I suppose. I do have a button that I can push that puts up a I'll be right back picture on the screen that you're seeing. and I can cut the microphone and deal with something. But that's, I don't know, that's kind of rude. And I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. All right, I'm having trouble with these trees, so I'm going to make another turn around here and see if it makes any difference. It's probably not going to make a difference. No, it probably isn't, is it? Let me take a look at my little eye here. Yeah, it's really not going to make a difference. Let me stop what I'm doing here. Go back and see if maybe. Oh, man. Yeah, I might run into this more often than I'm expecting. I'm going to have to change this course and make it at least 2, what do you call it, headlands. That's what I'm going to have to do. So, you saw me pop up the what I call my little eye, the spy, my iSpy camera. I've had a lot of people ask me, why does your Courseplay have that? Mine doesn't. Where do you get your version that you use? Well, I've kind of explained it a couple times. I'll do so again though. If you look at my Courseplay, I don't use a normal Courseplay. I use the developers. Look down here, and it says version 4.01.0101 developer version. This is a beta. It comes directly from the mod authors page, and I don't know if they still are, but I had one of the developers of the program that used to subscribe to my videos, and he used to help me out quite a little bit with Courseplay. But so I've just always used a developer version. Now I've been told there's a later version of this. I tend not to jump on every update that comes out. I don't always believe that an update is good. I've had some mods that I've used that I've updated, found out that the thing I liked about them no longer worked because of the update. Now they thought they were improving it, and maybe they did in some respect, but whatever it was that I liked didn't work anymore, so I didn't update it. So I don't always think that an update makes the mod any better. Of course, most of the time it does, but sometimes it doesn't. So I usually don't jump right at the latest update right away, especially if I have a mod that's doing what I want it to do and I like the way it works. So, for example, I like to use this camera here. Well, let's say the next update takes that out because they're having some issue with it, with something else that they're updating. Well, now I've lost something that I enjoy using, so I'll probably just keep this version. But anyway, that's what it is. It's a developer's version. What you have to remember if you decide to try to use what I'm using here, it's a beta. It could very well have bugs in it, and it could have issues with it. So be aware when you use a beta, it's a beta. It's, you know, it's in development. So anyway, there you go. That's what I use. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and add, let's see. I'm going to have trouble the whole way with this because look at all those trees over there. So I'm going to do a new one. Current one, 8.6, starting in the northeast, heading south. I'm not going to activate that, and I'm going to choose 2 headlands. Save that. Somebody else was having trouble with, I'm just going to point this out. Somebody else was having trouble that Courseplay was glitching their game or crashing their game. You see what's happening here? I clicked this. They were creating a course and nothing was happening, so they would try to jump out of this. it was still working. This field, what it has to do, and especially with a larger field, I'm surprised it took that long with this field. It's not very big. Field number 2 is very big, but look what it has to do. It has to generate all of this stuff up here. And now you're seeing this because I have 2 courses put together here, which isn't right. I should have fixed that. I should have deleted the first course before I created this one. Okay. Field 1 potatoes version 2, and I'm going to save this. And again, notice I clicked on that. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. And they got over anxious and they tried to get out of it or do something else or like jump away from this piece of equipment, and it crashed their game. You have to wait until it's completely done like I just did. And this is crazy. I must have done something wrong. Let me get out of this and go back in. And then take a look at this. What's it trying to do? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's not good. I get rid of this. All right, let's try this again. Let me get rid of that. Now see, look, I went to, it took a little bit of time before it actually deleted that. You have to wait. It has to generate all of that stuff. So let's try this again. There's no course loaded, so there's nothing to look at. And currently, field number 1, northeast, south, there, that's the same thing. Generate that. Save it. There. Let's do that. All right, that looks better. Now I'm gonna. It's gonna have to go through this again. I want it to go through. Let's see. Where? All right. Let me look. Let me look at this here. This is. Okay. I just need it to go over to the second. To the second trip around. So let me get on that right there. I think should do it. Now it should take over on the second headland. All right, that should be the second headland that it's on right now. And there's nothing here to do, but once it gets over there, it'll catch up. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I don't know. This guy shouldn't be running yet. All right, this guy needs to empty his load. And where was he at? What is going on with this guy? Okay, there's 2 headlands here, looks like. Oh, I know what was going on. Alright, let me let this guy go. I'm going to let him go and catch up. I know what was happening here, so let's get rid of that. I had the second combine following up. And the second combine is this guy. Alright, let's let him go. I'm playing catch up here, I think. Alright, he'll catch up eventually. I think the problem is this guy goes 14 miles an hour where the other guy only goes, what, 6? Yeah, see? Oh, shoot. You need to get out of the road, buddy. All right. So they'll all catch up. Everybody's going to catch up. Everything will be fine in the long run. Let's check on Enterprise. He's working. And then let's check on... All right, where's my other tractor? Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. Now, what area is he in? Let me see here. Oh, he's unassigned. Why is that, I wonder? Let's put him with Enterprise. Oh, I have somebody else listed for Enterprise. This guy is listed with Enterprise, and he shouldn't be. Let's move him to Group 6. Okay. Now, looking at this, I'm going to sell this. There's another thing that I've had people comment on, and that's my seeders. I've always used this one right here. There's two versions of it. There's one that's like 22 meters, and this one is 14. And it's just the seeder. And then you have to then get the sprayer that goes with it, which is the air cart. And again, there's a 22 meter and a 14 meter. Your choice. If you have smaller fields, choose a small one. Big fields, choose a big one. Now, these are two pieces. You have to attach them together to make them work. And fertilizer goes in this, and seeds go in this. And they run independent, which means that seeds may go faster than fertilizer in use. So your seeder might run out of seeds before your, well, it's going to, unless it's, well, especially if it's potatoes. Now, here's the thing. Coarse play, if you're using coarse play, I had a subscriber comment to me that, why did my seeder, which looks just like theirs, when theirs was empty, it would stop and wait to be refilled. Mine doesn't. When the seeder's empty, it keeps going. It keeps spreading fertilizer, but it's no longer sowing seeds. And that's because coarse play can't distinguish that there's two separate pieces there to know which one is being empty. And if you get this particular mod, which is the one I use or have used, if you get it in the description, it will tell you that you need to have some form of mod like I use up here, that inspector mod up in the left-hand corner, that tells you how much is in the, like if you look, it says the Taurus 18660, fertilizer 57%, and seeds 8%. Okay, that's to tell you that your seeds are almost empty, and you're supposed to be watching that. Okay, well, because it's not going to stop. Now, the other version of this, which is by the same mod author, by the way, is one that I used to use. I usually don't put it in my mod rotation, but I've decided to start using it again. And it's this one. You'll notice that this one has the air seeder, and then it's got this air seeder over here that shows both pieces. When we go back to the spray rig, we only have the air cart. Okay, the air cart goes with these two. This is a complete separate piece of equipment, although it's the same. And the difference is, you notice, it's one piece. It's one piece and not two. And the only thing you put in it is seeds. Well, I think you can put fertilizer in it initially, but you don't put fertilizer in it. You just put seeds in it. And then it does cultivation. It cultivates while it's fertilizing, while it's seeding. So you make one pass on your fields, and it'll clean the stubble off. It'll fertilize, and it'll plant the seeds. And the difference between these right here is John Deere Air Seeder DSF. Okay, so this one has fertilizer. This one has no fertilizer. This one has fertilizer. This one has no fertilizer. So if you and then from there it's the 24 meter or 22 meters and the 14 meter. Again, if you want the smaller field one, you choose this one. If you want to do your own fertilizing, you choose this one. If you want it to do everything, you choose that one. I'm going to start using this again just for speed in doing my work, so I don't have to work the field 3 times. I don't have to cultivate. I don't have to seed. I don't have to fertilize separately. There. So I'm going to be selling that. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, I need to do... Good Lord. Oh, he must have went back and got more after I told him to do that other one. Let me get rid of that. Okay, I was doing watering. Where's my water machine? There. Finish watering here. I think that's where I left off. I must have shut the machine down. Alrighty, we'll go fill him up again. I know that if you were watching the last episode, I've had about 15 people tell me that there's free water now. Thank you for that. I discovered it just before I started having people tell me that there was free water. And it's all over the place. You just have to find the right spot. Oh, there it is right there. Whoa! So there is free water, and it's in several different places. In this place, it's right over here. So you just kind of pull down in here till your tank's in the water. I just pull across rather than flipping around and backing in. Anyway, thanks to all of you that were telling me about this, because I did not know about this. I found this by accident just before, I think in the second episode. Because the first time I started doing this, I actually went out and bought water because I didn't know any better. And then the second time around, I happened to look around, and I thought, well, I wonder what that dip in the river is, and boom, free water. Gotta love it. Free is a very good price. It is. All right, now which one did I do? First and second, I think. I need to do third. And these aren't running because I don't have compost yet, or I don't have very much compost. Obviously, the first 2 started to run and I ran out of compost. So I think that's what I was going to do. Whoop, missed the trigger. Still missing the trigger. Oh. Dang it, still missing the trigger. Oh, come on. All right. Is it because I'm coming in at an angle? Do I have to back in straight with this thing? Yeah, that's probably why. I'll go back and do that one when I'm done with this one. Speaking of of that. Is he full? Oh my God. Where's my truck? There he is. All right, speaking of that, I need to go and get this guy. I was trying to make sure that that was full. And it isn't. So let me go back and get some more chaff. As soon as I know that's full, I'm going to start taking some chaff over to the compost maker. I must have missed. Oh, maybe I'm out of chaff. Could that be? Nope, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I ain't got it. All right, is he done? Oh, yeah. He's done, I think. Where the hell am I? Is this... What is this? Oh, this is the... okay, I got it. This is the one I called grass field number 4. I'm so confused. If you watched my live stream, you'll know I started another map. I can't keep track of it all. I swear, one of the things I want to do when Farming 17 comes out is to just play one damn map at a time. And, well, that's not necessarily true. What I'll probably do is do a Let's Play on one map and live stream maybe a second one. I don't want to live stream the map I'm playing because it kind of puts me out of sync. A lot of people don't. A lot of people like live streaming. Some people don't. A lot of people like live streaming better than just watching a YouTube video. That's fine. If I live stream, I'm probably not going to do it to start off with on that regular basis. I might. I don't know. I have to find a regular time I can do it. But I don't want to do it on the same farm because, you know, I want to try to put, I always have at least a video a day of the farm that I'm working. Well, I may not do a live stream every day, so it's going to kind of throw that farm off. So I'll probably choose a separate farm to live stream. By the way, one of the reasons why I wanted to get back into live streaming is I want to live stream games that I wouldn't necessarily record. And they're not going to be probably farming games. So if you're interested in watching any of my other games that I play, like Elite Dangerous, I've got some Xbox and PlayStation 4 games that I might want to play and not necessarily make YouTube videos of, but so I'll probably live stream those things. It's just going to be easier. These are games that I'm playing at night for my own pleasure, and you don't get to see them. They're just, just me playing games I want to play. Well, it's too hard to make videos of those games because I have to record it. I can only do it, 30, 40 minutes at a time. I have to then edit it, then I have to render it, then I have to upload it, then YouTube has to render it, and then after it's up on YouTube, I have to set it up to go public. It's very time consuming for a video that maybe nobody wants to watch. So if I'm playing those games anyway for my own pleasure, maybe stream them. And if somebody wants to watch them, fine. The streams work a little bit different. I set the stream up, I start streaming, I play for 2 hours, 3 hours, however long I want to. As soon as I hit the, well, I'm done for the night button, YouTube has the video processes it and puts it up on my YouTube page. I don't have to do anything. So so there you go. Now the quality's not as good, and that comes down to the fact that I don't have very good internet. I mean, I have pretty good internet. It's just not good enough for streaming at high quality. I have 60 megabytes a second download, which isn't too bad, and I have 5.77 upload. Now that's the problem right there. You need to do a decent stream, at least 6 or better. You know, and I do have close to 6, but here's the issue: it fluctuates depending on what you're playing, depending on how many people in your area are using the bandwidth, that kind of thing. So even though I have 5.77, I have it drops in the middle of my streaming. I might drop down to 4,000 kilobytes, or which would be about 4 megabytes per second, and sometimes drop even down into 35, 36. So I have to stream at no more than 3,500 kilobytes, which is 3.5 megabytes per second, because my bandwidth might drop down to there. If it does, and I say, hey, I want to stream at 5,000 kilobytes because I can do 5.7, then when it drops below that, I start having frame dropouts. So I have to set mine at a max bit rate of 3,500, which means that now I can't stream at 1080p 60 frames a minute, 60 frames a second, because I'm going to have people being buffered, and I'm going to have frame dropouts. So I have to drop down to 720p at 30 frames per second because of my internet speed. So it's less quality. It's a lower quality. My computer can handle it. That's not the problem. My software, my computer, all of that can handle it. It's not that at all. It's my internet. So my streams are going to be a little bit less quality. So it's not going to be, that's not going to be my major thing. It's just going to be for fun. I think that people in general that watch YouTube are a little less critical of streaming videos than they are of YouTube videos. You watch a YouTube video, you want good sound, you want no screen tearing, you want no frame dropouts, you don't want buffering. You know, you want everything to be high quality. And I think, this is just my personal opinion, I think that people that watch streams are a little less critical of that. I think they're more forgiving, that you might have a little bit of buffering, maybe a little screen tearing, maybe some frame drops every once in a while, and that the quality might not be as high. It may not be 1080p or 4K or whatever. I can record in 4K. I don't have a 4K monitor, so I don't do 4K yet. I'm going to get one. I don't have one yet. But I can record in 4K. I have the capability of doing that. I'm going to have to buy a new video editor, because my video editor, I don't think, can do 4K. So now you're talking another $200-300 for another video editor. But hey, there's not too many people doing 4K yet, so I'm not too concerned. By the time 4K is a regular thing, I'll be there. I know some people that are doing 4K videos right now, just so that when the time comes that YouTube has the capability of of doing a 4K YouTube video justice, they'll be all ready for it. They'll already have been recording in that. This isn't where I wanted to go. Where is... is it over by the farm bunker? I just missed it. Hang on. I know where I'm at. I can handle this. I have the technology. All right, what's... one of the Kenworths is going wonky on me. I just needed to go farther down the road here. Yeah, also, I apologize for the rambling that I'm doing on this video. It's kind of early for me, and I'm not quite awake yet, and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to get this recording out of the way, so I'm kind of rambling a little bit. It's kind of funny if you watch the stream that I did the other night. There's a section in there where I was talking about I relate myself to the dog in the movie Up that goes, squirrel, squirrel. I get distracted pretty easy. So, yeah, anyway, apologize for that. No, I don't wear the cone of shame, though. And you'll have to watch the movie to find out what I'm talking about, if you haven't. All right, this is where I was going. I'm going to see if there's any need to fill it. Oh, boy, I got a lot of compost. All right, let me get back and find out what this Kenworth is doing. He's in trouble somehow. I guess so. What are you doing, you tree hugger? Come on. Get away. Leave that tree alone. That tree already has a family. Doesn't need you. You go back to work. Don't go back to that tree. Do not. Why is it going to that tree? It's trying to get around somehow. Let me see what's going on with this guy. Where the hell is he at? Field work. Where are you? Alright, Starship Enterprise is done. Let's see if I can figure out what this guy's trying to do. I think I know. He's trying to get over here from there, I think. Instead of going back here. There, that's what he's trying to do. He was over here. To him, the nearest trigger was right up here. The nearest waypoint, I think. So let's get him started back over here. Get him back on his course. There he goes. He's back on the straight and narrow. Let's find out what we got. Let's see. Case overflows in traffic. Oh, I guess he is. What are you doing over here? Alright. This guy doesn't need to be working over here. So let's get him out of the way. What's that guy doing? Well, that's kind of odd. What's he doing? He's going the up and down routine now. I gotcha. Okay, alright. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go. This guy's just playing catch up right now. Silly. What a silliness. That's my fault. I hope it doesn't get caught in trees now. See, this is why I want to do the second headland, so that he doesn't get caught up in those trees. Alright, well, I'm going to let him go. Wait a minute. Let's see. Where is he at? Okay, so let me stop him. He's on this line, so this one will be coming back. He needs to be on that line. So let me back him up. and bring him over 2 lines. Let's put him on this line right here. Let's see if he'll do that. Alright, that gets him caught up. He's caught up now. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here, and we'll continue on with this, and hopefully everybody will get caught up. I need to take care of that compost because I want some vegetables growing, so I'll probably start off over here. But I hope you had fun. Like it if you did, share it with friends, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the farm in the next episode. Happy farming.